privilege for Lagos State to be hosting the 149th meeting of the Joint Tax Board after 13 years, when the 119th edition was hosted in Lagos. I welcome you all to Lagos State, the center of excellence. Lagos, by various international assessments, is a mega city, with over 75% of its current population living in metropolitan Lagos. By current estimate of the numbers, which is confirmed by international organizations, the population of Lagos State is now in the region of about 24 million. In spite of the relocation of the federal capital, Lagos State remains Nigeria's and indeed ECOWAS and Sub-Saharan Africa's economic and commercial hub.
Today, we are holding the Joint Task Board meeting. To be precise, the 149th meeting of the Joint Task Board. As we all know, the Joint Task Board is umbrella body of the various tax authorities in the country, namely the Federal Inland Revenue Service, the 36th State Internal Revenue Service. I'm delighted to welcome you all to the 149th meeting of the Joint Task Board with the theme Leveraging Technology for Effective Administration of Stamp Duties and Road Taxes in Nigeria. This theme was carefully chosen to explore innovative ways to administer these two very critical tax types in the country. As tax administrators, it is our responsibility to seek for and adopt the technology that will bring about enhanced operational efficiency and promote accountability.
The Joint Tax Board was established in 1961 by the provision of Section 27 of the Income Tax Management Act (ITMA), now recapture under Section 86, subsection 1 of the Personal Income Tax 2004. It is the umbrella body of all tax authorities in Nigeria, which comprises the Federal Inland Revenue Service, the 36 State Internal Revenue Services, and the Federal Capital Internal Revenue Service. Its statutory functions, amongst others, include resolving areas of conflict on jurisdiction among member states, using its best endeavor to create uniformity, both in the application of the tax laws and in the incidence of tax on individuals throughout the country, imposing its decision on matters of procedure and interpretation on income tax matters on member states.
The essence of the 149th meeting here in Lagos is to deliberate on areas, particularly on technological areas that will enhance administration of taxes, particularly the stamp duties and road taxes.
It is on record that Lagos State sponsored the first ever national tax retreat organized by the JTB in August 2005 with the theme, Tax Reform in a Democracy. We will continue to live up to our expectation and responsibility to support the JTB in fulfillment of his national mandate. And I have made the commitment on behalf of Mr. Governor that if any state is not willing to take the hosting of next year's meeting, please come back to Lagos. Lagos is by far the largest contributor to the national non-oil reserves by way of corporate income taxes, VAT, where almost half of the vatable transactions take place in Lagos State, custom duties, port charges, and so on. This is to be expected from the subnational entity that is the most populous in the country and is also the biggest commercial hub. However, in the subsequent redistribution of resources, we do not see any reflection of the contribution of Lagos State. Our share in this redistribution fails to take into account the demographic, infrastructural burdens and pressures that accompany being the economic nerve center of the nation and also a former federal capital territory. The state of affairs is what compelled the state, under the visionary leadership of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to commence a transformational reform of its internal revenue process within the ambit of the law. The result is that since 1999, the Lagos Internal Revenue Service has undergone the most extensive tax administration reforms of any subnational government in Nigeria. I'm pleased to let you know that Lagos State has since grown its internally generated revenue from 600 million monthly in 1999 to 45 billion monthly as of today.
The 149th Joint Tax Board meeting is on leveraging on technology to drive our road tax collection and stamp duty collection in the state.
This marina station is the hub of all the transport mode. We have a terminal station for the BRT, we have the feeder bus operation, and we have ferry terminal service around here too, and a couple of non-motorized transportation system around cycle system and pedestrian movement. So that's the whole essence of the marina integrated system. The governor of Lagos State has strategically financed this project such that this project will be completed next year. They have allocated resources for us to ensure we're able to complete all these phases we have mentioned. The first phase, which will start operation next year, and the red line, whose operation will also start almost at the same time next year. So the finance is actually captured for us and is protected for us.
The main focus in terms of, for ease of understanding, is how to leverage technology for effective and efficient administration of stamp duties and other taxes in Nigeria to maximize revenue generation.
Various state chairmen of the Revenue Board and other members of JTB that are here will also have the opportunity to go around to see the project executed by the Lagos State government, which in a way is a way of also seeing how taxpayers' money has been put into use. I will also use the visit to pay courtesy call to the Oba of Lagos as royal fathers, and also to appreciate their role in mobilizing the citizens for nation building, and also in their role in also seeking for cooperation of subjects towards enhancing tax compliance.
It is indeed my pleasure to welcome you all to the Royal Palace of our Father, His Royal Highness Oba Babatunde Aremu Akiolu, the Olowo Eko and Oba of Lagos. I pray that God will continue to give Kabiyesi the grace, the wisdom, the humor, and good health to celebrate many more years on the throne. Since May the 23rd, 2003, Kabiyesi, when you ascended the throne of your forefathers, Lagos has witnessed a significant change and progress. You have been the guiding light towards the significant infrastructural development enjoyed around the palace and the entire Lagos Island. As our father, you have supported us in our task of revenue generation by constantly informing and ensuring that Lagosians pay their taxes as and when due. You have been an exemplary leader and have led by example as you continue to perform your civic and statutory obligations of filing income tax returns and paying taxes due therefrom promptly. I will proudly announce that Kabiyesi is very up to date in his filing. In fact, we are still looking for the money to refund tax credits for Coca-Cola.
When you declare yourself a tax person anywhere in the world, the first thing that comes to you is you are a corrupt person. And we can eliminate that if we automate our processes.
And so once everybody has the tax identification, technology driven, the issue of touting will be eradicated drastically to the barest minimum.
We are here to essentially support the IRS, various IRS, to grow IGR nationwide. The solution is relatively simple, using something we all have, a mobile phone and a mobile app. What does our solution do? It solves that national problem. The issue of leakages, it now becomes it is in our hands to control that. So those boys who stop you on the road, they are illegal. When they check if that ticket is valid, you can stand on it. We also are able to accommodate whether paper, electronic, or part paper, part digital, because we know the 36 states are different levels of digitization. So if it's paper, this system takes it. If it's already electronic, this system takes it. We're also able to tie the plate number to the emblem and verify it electronically. And then something that was also talked about, at the end of the day, it's about how that revenue is allocated. Our system also provides that depending on whatever is provided, this amount goes to the state, this goes to this person selling the tickets, this goes to, all that is set up. So it's not a manual discussion. As money is paid, the tickets, or as tickets are sold, it gets allocated every day. Unlike in some other places where it is at the end of the month, the IRS receives value, it is a daily settlement. So money gets to the state earlier. We also talked about the USSD that can be done. So that problem that people face is not only the taxman that people feel bad about, even the citizen. When the citizen knows that I have a tool that I can check whether this is real or not. So if you sell me a ticket, I will know whether it's real or not. You empower people and they start to feel that this money we are paying is going to government and not those boys on the road.
Challenges being faced in administration of taxes are actually surmountable, and the essence, and given the fact that strategic methods and ways of administering these taxes are being deployed, particularly technology, as I said earlier. With technology, you will be able to carry out assessment, receive return, issue receipt, process tax clearance certificate, and a lot of operational activities can be done by use of technology, and that has tremendously contributed to the feats we've recorded in recent time.
We're here to basically say we can create a situation in this country where we have one vehicle, one emblem, and that operates nationally if we cooperate. We're also able to have it such that if some states start it off, what that state can say is any ticket we sell in our state can be verified by every other state.
Strategies that we are now going to adopt to get more people into the tax net, not necessarily by approaching people directly, but using various ways of data mining and analytics to bring in people into the tax net.
We can have electronic tags. We could have prepaid toll cards, where people just go in, as they go, they just put their card and then in 2 seconds they are gone. Or we could have automated gate systems. These are things that technology can help us to achieve.
We have looked at the critical role that big data will play in revenue administration. So the key thing is to identify the role that data will play and technology, so that we can adopt both of them to improve on revenue collection in the country.
PPT or PIT or VAT, they all revolve around oil.
When oil sneezes, we all freeze. And that is a major, major problem. The third problem with us in tax administration is the legislative framework by which we work is so out of date, whereas the business environment continually is changing. Our tax law has remained very static over the years.
Naturally, the population keeps growing. Administration keeps getting more and more challenging. And when administration gets more challenging, there is a need to realize that in order for you to understand the dynamics of modern business model and the fact that a lot of people are mobile, they move around, you need to have technology in order to have that.
I told them before that when Lagos sneezes, the whole of Africa catches a cold. And I told them that this is the land, this is the home that taxes built.
I am certain that we are witnessing a paradigm shift and the opening of a new chapter in the history of tax and revenue administration in this country.
We congratulate you all once again, dear former board members, for your eventful tenures and successful service to the board, while appreciating your continued and unalloyed support for the board's activities.
Long live the JTB, long live Lagos State, long live Federal Republic of Nigeria.